Hello YouTube! Today we are going to be talking about one of my top 10 picks of old Cartoon Network shows that I did. My first pick is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Now Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, as if you were born in like the 2000s or before that, or maybe after, people would know. You would know that this show was very cool. It was awesome. It had Blue, Mac, and like all the characters, and it was just a heartwarming show. And I'm not sure how it ended. I know I saw the movie, but it was just one of those shows that it was just like, it was genuinely made just like out of like heart. Okay, so my next pick is number 2, the Powerpuff Girls. Now the Powerpuff Girls are basically these 3 girls were like my childhood growing up too, because like they were inspirational, like hey, girl power, I guess. But mostly they just liked how like the animation style was just like, I don't know, in your face. It was cute, and like it wasn't hard to understand anything. It's like each episode had its own funny thing. Like when the mayor had this like pickle jar thing, I think that's Miss Bellum. Yeah, it was just a nice character design, and the Powerpuff Girls were so sweet, and like it was just funny everything watching them growing up. I love the Powerpuff Girls. Okay, so my next pick, number 3, is the Teen Titans. The Teen Titans are on this list, especially because like they were just like I think it was like they would be considered my first anime, mostly because I didn't even know what anime was growing up. So like it was really cool art style. Actually, I need to like watch the whole series because like it got canceled now. How did it get canceled? But I remember it didn't air that much for me to remember. But I know this TV show. I remember the movie and everything. It was just funny. Beast Boy was like kind of my favorite. Raven was actually my first favorite. Actually, they're all my favorite. Mostly Starfire. She's just really cute and fearless. Beast Boy. He's Beast Boy. He's just funny and everything. All the characters have like, they're all this perfect family. Not perfect actually. Just like a bunch of teenagers just fighting crime and everything. This is really cool. It gets that they're quirky moments, but then it's also the serious moments. It's really cool and awesome. And Teen Titans Go cannot compare. Sorry. Okay, number 4, Cursed Cowardly Dog. Now this is on this list because even though it was frightening growing up watching it, it literally it was like kind of like just really cute. The dog was protecting everybody. Even though it's just a dog, it gives you like a perspective. Even like if you're small and you feel small every day, you can just do anything. Like save your ground. One of my favorites. Even though it was pretty creepy at times, it was just, I don't know, it was just awesome. So, alright, number 5, Ed, and Eddie. Now Ed, and Eddie had its like times where I was kind of like, this is like a show where it's just I didn't understand why they always had their themes. I was like, what are they doing? The theme's always gonna mess up. But it kind of reminded me of me growing up. When I was growing up, I always liked to invent stuff and do stuff. And so when they were bored, they went in like, sold stuff that basically was kind of like a fan, I think. But it still was pretty cool. And it was funny. It was funny like when like, I couldn't also tell which one was from which because all their names were like Ed, and Eddie. So I didn't know which one. I was so young. But I know like the one with the green jacket, maybe that was Ed. He was always like, buttered toast. And that was just so hilarious to me. And I thought Double D was a girl the whole time. Like, seriously, like, I'm sorry. His voice, to me, sounded like a squeaky voice, reminded me of a girl. He was really skinny, remind me of a girl. Well, boys can always be skinny, but I don't know. I always got that, like, feminine kind of touch to him. And I think the small one might be Ed also. Maybe Eddie was the one I thought was a girl. He was always screaming and everything, and the movie was just like, it was crazy, but I liked it. It kind of confused with the ending though. I forgot, I need to watch it. But I love that show. It was goofy, and Jawbreakers were like everything until I realized Jawbreakers weren't everything. And they weren't actually really big and actually fit in your mouth. Cartoons make you think food is way better than it is in real life. Anyway, next pick, number 6, Tom and Jerry. As I'm wrapping this up, Tom and Jerry was one of those TV shows that you just saw and you were like, you could not take your eyes off of it. It was just one of those shows where it was like Tom and Jerry were just like kind of like frenemies. They lived in the same house, and I love that. It was like Tom's always chasing Jerry around. Sometimes I wonder how like some of those episodes were like. Anyway, so Tom and Jerry were like this playful little, like, you know, what do you call it? Yeah, cat and mouse, basically, literally cat and mouse. Little playful little pets in the house. It was just, I love Jerry. It was my favorite. And it was just like those episodes just old and everything. I don't really have much to say. It was just awesome. All these episodes are awesome. 7 is on this list, and it is My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I don't think anybody remembers that show. I think I'm the only one who remembers that show. But this show was like my favorite show. I love playing the games on Cartoon Network. I can't get the computer to work at Cartoon Network sometimes, but like, I remember playing it. I love playing those games. Okay, number 8, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Now this show was awesome. It's like they had like, I don't know how many seasons they had. Like, I know there was a movie, but like, it was so creepy and weird, but at the same time it was like that lovable, creepy and weird. Like, you couldn't just stop looking at it. And it's like, I loved how Mandy, she had her attitude. Billy, well, he was basically just stupid, but at least he was nice. I don't know. It was just funny, and it was crazy. It's like, but I love this show. It was like always going to different dimensions and stuff, and see different characters that this quirky little effects, so it made it seem so real. 9 is Kids Next Door. Now this show, it had kids everywhere just like being awesome, like military people, like little tiny military people who had little tiny like ray guns or whatever and like slingshots, and it was so awesome. The last one is number 10, Total Drama Island. Now this is on like number 10. Save the best for last, as I think you should say, as they all were pretty much the best. But yeah, Total Drama Island is like one of my favorite shows. I would like make sure I catch it when it came on again. And my favorite character was like Duncan, actually I had multiples, I think, but Duncan was my favorite just because he was emo. Foreshadowing, maybe I was maybe a goth. Thank you for watching.